Hey, how you doing there again, folks? Me again, of course, Brandon Wenzel. Come back at you, another offering off my sampler platter. Yes, indeed, folks, sampler reviews, series of videos I've been doing for a little while now. Go over there, try out food and drink items. I eat stuff, I drink stuff, then, folks, I'm going to talk about stuff. I'm going to let you know all that you need to know about hopefully delicious stuff. That time I'm doing this, folks, I'm not going to lie. I got this on clearance, so I made sure to watch it beforehand. But we'll get to that. Folks, it's super simple format. I'm going to go over there, I'm going to try out food and or drink items for you. Whilst I'm doing so, I'm yammer on about it for a bit. Whilst I'm doing all that, I'm inside my truck, and whilst I'm doing all that, folks, I'm wearing grody work clothes. Typically, when I'm inside the truck and I'm wearing grody work clothes, that means that I was on my way home from work and I found some shit to review for you. And that's definitely the case today. Went over there, I got off work a little while ago, and when I was, when everything was said and done, decided I'd go over there and just pop off at a 7-Eleven real quick, because, sometimes I like to peruse, see if I can find stuff for the show. And there is this one in particular that I like to go to. I don't hit it often, but I like to go there because they just have neat items, like for whatever reason, their distributor, they've just got some cool stuff. And they had this big table right when I walked in, full of stuff that was just on clearance. It's like, just take it off our fucking hands. So I looked over the table, turned out there was a thing. What's the thing though, folks? And I did go over there and I put it in my freezer for a while and everything. It's boom! It's Säti. I guess that's got to be Säti, right? Isn't that what the thing's over it? So Säti soda, clarity lemon lime flavor. It is an organic, functional beverage. It is USDA non-organic. No, 1% for the planet something. Enjoy Säti Clarity Soda, a lemon lime flavored, clean, organic, functional beverage. What does that mean? 1 can of Säti Clarity Soda contains only 9 grams of organic cane sugar at 40 calories, no artificial sweeteners added. So, okay, I guess it's non-GMO, vegan, all that stuff. Alright, I guess. I was expecting this to be like a prebiotic soda, but I guess it's just like a slightly healthier soda. I don't know. And yeah, only 9 grams. Well, here's the thing though. 9 grams of sugar, sure enough. 9 grams of added sugar also. Yeah, being sneaky. But let's find out what this tastes like. It looks like this, and we'll just kind of ha 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 ha. Let's give it a go. I like a lemon lime soda. Getting sneaky with that sugar stuff though. Can't get the thing. And I did make sure to check the expiration date. I was like, are you still okay to drink? Because I know when I worked at a gas station, if we put something out on clearance, typically that means that we found it in the back room, like in the cooler section, and it had been there for a really long time. We'd charge $0.25 for it. Smells good. Give it a go. Smells good, does not taste good. Why? Why do you taste like that? It tastes like fucking, oh man, it tastes like a cleaning agent. Like, they completely, I mean, lemon lime is like a hard flavor combination to fuck up, It's like you got your Sprite, you got your 7-Ups, even got your Starries, which I don't like, but, at the very least, they got the idea in general. It's not a good soda, in my opinion. I reviewed Starry, by the way. Okay. No. The initial hit, no. The initial hit isn't too bad. It actually has kind of a nice, refreshing lemon lime flavor. But then, whatever they're using for their lemon lime concoction, it kicks in such a weird way. In a way that I do not like. It doesn't taste like a soda at that point. I mean, you could argue the point and say, well, it's because it doesn't have as much sugar. I mean, I guess. I happen to have a Sprite right here. This tropical Sprite, by the way. I have reviewed this as well. Go look up that video. I mean, yeah, to be fair, this has 63 grams and plus 63 added grams. So yeah, normal soda is a shitload sweeter. But yeah, man, I don't know. I don't like how it goes beyond just the fact that it's not that sweet. Like, because you have like zero sugar sodas and low sugar stuff, and like I can typically get along with it. It's where they put the emphasis in the lemon lime flavor that's just so bizarre. Initial, not bad. Then it just hits with like, it's slightly too tart for what I want, and it's a lemon lime soda, a little kick is nice, but you want it to contrast with something sweet to pull it back. There's not really that much there to do that. So instead you just get this kind of sour taste that's almost borders on slightly bitter. I don't like that. But then even beyond that, it's like just the emphasis that they put on the lemon lime flavor. Like they wanted it to taste like too natural or something like that. And instead it just ends up like there's a lime hit and then it tastes like cleaning product, like some lemon pledge or some shit. It tastes like that smells basically. Ugh. Yeah, there's no joy in this. I don't like this at all. And when it comes to these, like, quote-unquote healthy sodas, and I've reviewed plenty of these damn things by now, they're hit or miss, A lot of them, I think, have done a pretty good job of understanding the assignment, that it's like, look, if you want people to realistically make the jump, from normal soda to your stuff, you got to make it appealing. You got to make that transition as seamless as possible. Säti or Säti, however you want to pronounce it, apparently they just went rogue. They were like, we're going to do our own thing, and if some people like us, great, and if nobody buys our shit, what the fuck ever. Because, I'll be honest with you, I would never buy this again. Ugh. Even if it was on clearance. It's too sour. There's not enough sweetness to really back that up. And then, like I said, just the way the lemon and the lime come through, to me, it's abrasive. I really don't like it. It feels almost more like it should be an alcoholic beverage than a soda. Because, again, you think soda, soft drinks, you tend to think like sweeter beverages and stuff like that. If this were like a lemon lime lager or some shit, or IPA, I don't fucking know. I don't know that much about booze. But if it were something like that, I could maybe be like, okay, it makes sense kind of within the realm of that. But about the only thing I could say is that I like the way it drinks. Like, it has a nice texture to it. But 2 questions have to be asked. Would I get it again? Would I recommend it? No, and no. I already said I wouldn't buy it again. No, that's gnarly. I mean, I'm not going to say it's actively repulsive or anything like that, but it's not pleasant, and it's unpleasant enough to the point where, yeah, it's just, I want nothing to do with that. I'll finish it. I'll give it that much. I have had drinks specifically, well, and even some foods. It's pretty rare, but I have had occasional things that I've done reviews for on the channel where I actively disliked it enough to the extent where, like, I wasn't even going to mess with it, I had like 2 different energy drinks that were so terrible, I just poured it out literally during the review because I found them so bad. This isn't that bad. I'll at least finish the rest of this, but then I never want to taste it again. I don't like it at all. And again, it's a shame because, like, I'm not against, like, lower sugar sodas and stuff like that. Like, I think if we can make that stuff work and, have that be, like, a proper alternative, I think that's great. But this isn't that. Not for me. If I'm recommending it, I mean, look, I'm sure there's a market for this, but I don't know what it is. Because even if you're, like, a health-conscious person, and you're, like, trying to go for, the somewhat healthier stuff, and mind you, I ain't calling this healthy, because I'm not a kind of doctor or anything, but, if you're looking for lower sugar, sodas or alternative sodas, stuff like that, there's a lot out there that I personally think are just way better than this. But I mean, I'm sure there's some people who probably like it, but it would have to be a fairly niche group of people, in my opinion, because it doesn't work like a soda, it doesn't work like an alternative soda, it really is kind of its own thing. So, if you're one of those health people, check it out. Maybe it's something you might like, but I would say in general, even if it's on clearance, just leave it alone. 5 things before I get out of here. Have yourself a great rest of your day, spectacular rest of your week, monumental rest of your month, stupendous rest of your year. Folks, go over there yourselves a truly proper lemon lime soda-tastic rest of your life. Because, folks, proper lemon lime soda, and to be fair, this could be a proper lemon lime soda if you so choose. I'm not, but it's delicious. It's done right. Final 2 things. Number 1, try to bring some positivity into the world. It's not always possible. It is, however, always appreciated, but what you do if you can't do it all the time, I know I can't do it all the time. Here's what you're going to do, folks. You're going to try not to be an asshole. Folks, it's not always the easiest thing in the world to not be an asshole. Trust me. I know it. I live it. I'm out there every day with you in it. Life can be stressful and frustrating and just bullshit sometimes, folks. And when we find ourselves in situations where we have to deal with said bullshit, it's important we go over there whenever possible. Take a step back. Try to mitigate the level of assholishness in our lives. Hopefully do better for ourselves and for those around us. Very final thing, folks, do the thing. Whatever the thing is for you, that's what I want you to go out and do. Folks, what's your take on alternative sodas? I know Mr. Oda Khaled, who, he's a frequent viewer and commenter. Love you, buddy. He is definitely a fan of those. He kind of prefers, sort of somewhat alternative type of things. A little bit of a healthy kind of guy. Good on him. I'm not against it. I've found some brands that I'm okay with, that like, okay. Big problem I have, though, especially, as I'm trying to be more frugal these days, the price, man. It's just, yeah, it's like, because, you got the name brand sodas. Those are already pretty expensive. These days, a lot of times I'm doing the in-store stuff, the non-brand shit. If I'm going to go over there and do some healthy soda or whatever, like, you got to get it to at least a similar price point, to the, to just the name brand stuff, your Cokes and your Pepsis and shit. And they tend to be more than that. But maybe for some of you fine folks, it's worth the, the added difference. Obviously, there's a market for it. So. Anyway.